Happy new month. It's a new month. We're in the month of June. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, good night. Welcome to the pit stop with yours truly, the Grand Queen, coming at you. Just enjoying this evening. Hope you had a good day. And if you haven't, it's okay. Sometimes it's good, bad, ugly, and nasty. As my guy says on on TikTok, let's get this church bus. Let's get this church bus going. Sometimes Mondays are like that. Just want to get it going, get it over with. However, you're here, right? And just vibing a little bit today. And just want to give a shout out to our men. Happy new month to our men. So just want to say, hey, bro. You good? My bro brother, my bro dad, our bro dads, our bro grandfathers, our local community leaders, our friends. Bro, you good? What's good about it? you know? In other words, we support you for good mental health. You know what it's about with the Think Life show, with the Just Stop It show. Well, think life. How about that? It's about the Just Stop It show, and we're about it at the pit stop, just taking a little time to reflect, to breathe, to not even think about much of anything, but just to be you, to unpack you. Sometimes you just need to unpack or undo, or not even undo, just unlearn certain things. Even to have simple things, simple fun. Sometimes you just gotta unlearn stuff and learn how to have new fun. Learn new ways to have new fun. Stuff that's good for you so you can chill out, relax. So yeah, it's Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. And shout out to all our real men out there. This is Real Talk today, people. You know how I do. This is the Grand Queen coming at you at the pit stop. Just making a little stop, taking a little time to shine and share with you guys. And we are already in the month of June. Can you believe it? From winter to spring to summer, nearly summer. Check it out, my big bros. Like, how many times have you heard like the term "man up"? How many times have you heard it in your lifetime? Even like our teenagers, like maybe like somebody told you, "Man up, stop crying." Like, and whatever's hurt you has caused you to cry. You have tear ducts. You don't have tear ducts for nothing. You hurt, you cry for the most part. But what's causing the stress what's causing you to hold it in, to hold back, to fall back and hold it back? It's Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, and we want you to be present. Let me tell you, I'm not a man, I'm a woman, but it's good to be present. It's good to learn how to be present, and it's also good to fall back with certain, like, access. Some people don't need, sometimes you don't need to be available too much. And then you have to figure out the time when you need to be available, when you need to be present for the right reasons. On how to unpack the stigmas of good mental health, of being a good man, of being a good person, of being the best person. I mean, good is just like, I don't know, may not be good enough for you. Because good is like limited. Good is general. There's nothing general about our men. There's nothing general about that, because you guys have a lot of challenges that as women we cannot, maybe we can identify with it, but it's just, you're a man, and that's how it is. But again, bro, are you good? Are you okay? Are you all right? And if not, you will be. Again, welcome to the pit stop with yours truly, the Grand Queen, coming at you. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, good night. Out here enjoying a little peace and quiet with all the little animals in them out here, uh, near my home, alongside my home. And I just been thinking about you guys, like, how are our men faring? How are they doing? It's a lot that you guys have to maneuver through, but are you suffering in silence is that part? Are you able to be present? Are you allowed? Do you feel like you have to, like you're being taken for granted, like it's only like face value with you, like if you don't have anything, like you're not valuable, you know? We're all valuable, we're so unique, it's bananas. We're so unique that we might feel we might be weird to some. That's okay, let's get weirder. Let's get weirder. Because the more different you are, you probably stand out more than anything and anybody. Because you make a difference. It's not just because you're different, because you make a difference without being indifferent. So men, you make a difference without being indifferent. It's just we got to understand each other, that part, and get the sources and resources that you need to be that phenomenal you. Even if you're eccentric, whatever. Today, it's unhealthy to remain in silence. It is seriously unhealthy to remain in silence. Again, I ask you, bro, you good? So yeah. So every time, if somebody asks you, you good, what's your answer? That's my question. How do you respond? Go to J Tire Form 1 at YouTube and share your response on how you make a difference, on how you are present at this time of your life, how you make a difference without being indifferent. Go to J Tire Form 1 at JustUs YouTube and leave something in the chat that shares how you make a difference without being indifferent. To all our bro dads, bro grandfathers, bro leadership, community leaders, bro teens, shout out to all the bro teens, bro uncles, bro neighbors, shout out to you. So yeah, answer that question. How do you make a difference without being indifferent as a man? And what is that difference that you've made as a man? It's like when you go to the barbershop, which is so therapeutic for many, and you have a different kind of access among your among the guys when you go to the barbershop, because it's all men. I mean, this is not a sex thing, so don't get it twisted for people who are just, I don't know, I'm just saying. We're talking about the time that men need to just be who they are, without feeling like they're out of place. For them to feel like they're valued in this world. And this also is to bring more awareness to men's mental health. This is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. What do we need to be aware of? When, why, who, and what? How do we need to be present with our men is the question. So again, bro, you good? So yeah. So if you weren't good in the barbershop, when you laughed a little too hard to cover the weight sitting on your chest. I'm not talking about literal weight And that could be an issue too. Something that's weighing heavy on you, you continually carrying it like bricks. Now we all know you can't carry bricks in your book bag. Although that used to be an adage. Back in the day, that used to be an adage, said put some bricks in your pocket, put some bricks in your bag. It depends. I guess those bricks was, as a type of weaponry. I don't know. In case you get in a fight or whatever, you gotta handle your business. But what I'm saying is, sometimes carrying so much, and doesn't necessarily have to be responsibility, but just carrying the weight of the world, carrying the weight of things that may not even belong to you to carry. And you're trying to carry it, but when you get to the barbershop, it's like that weight comes off. It's like you're able to just ease up and just sort of like take that book bag full of bricks that you've been carrying all this time, and just, unload some of it little by little. I'm just saying. So this is what we want to bring awareness to, how to help you unload the things you were not commissioned to carry, the things that doesn't even belong to your mission. It doesn't even belong. It's not even your assignment. So it's time for you to unload. Right? So again, bro, you good? So here we are at the pit stop, unloading, and then reloading the right way. Reloading, packing light, as Erykah Badu says in the song Pack Light. So again, you weren't good when you went to the barbershop, just clearly. That's why you going. You ain't just going for a haircut. That's why you going to the barbershop. You got to unload. That's why you going to the gym. You got to unload. It's like when the conversation hits close to you, you nod, you look, you may crack a joke, but it's hitting you. But it's you're unloading, but you still also need to unload in different ways. So, bro, you good? More awareness and support. So it's not just being aware of the issue. It's also having a support. So when you unload safely. So when you unload that whatever the weight that you have not been commissioned to carry, you do it safely. You're left with a sound mind and not with thoughts of unaliving yourself. 10, the stats are serious on the rates of unaliving oneself among men. 10% are mostly thinking of unaliving oneself. More than that. And then the stats is among ages, different ages. But you do the stats and share the stats with me, because the stats change. So the numbers don't lie, but they change. So always do your due process. Never listen and not do the due process. So go to JTire Forum 1 at JustUs and share some facts to support men for this ongoing, ongoing, to support men. So, you guys could have sources, tools of empowerment for better mental health, to unload that weight that you carry as men, to also know your assignment. Sometimes y'all carrying stuff that it just doesn't belong to you. Somebody just came and just gave you another book bag full of bricks. I'm just saying. Like, why? How is it possible for you to carry it and you accepted it? So now it's time for you to learn how to unload and unassign the things that don't belong to you. It wasn't your commission. It's not your mission. You have to learn that quickly for the sake of life itself, for your life, and probably the lives of others. And it's okay to be gifted, to be different without being indifferent, because you grow better that way. You shine. And when you shine, oh, you gotta tell people, listen, put your sunglasses on, baby. This right here gonna blind you. So it's not enough for you to be silent. This is why I'm here with you tonight. It's okay to be quiet. Sometimes you can hear and make a better decision, determination, what's going on. But it's not good for you to be silent all the time and nobody's valuing, they haven't seen you as this valuable person. They haven't even held your truths as valid. So, yeah, it's about you. It's about you. It's about me, we, they, he, she, us. It's about us. So, it's about needing something. We learned early, um, silence is too dangerous. You know, silence is too dangerous. That long, sometimes when you have like a long drive home and you weren't good on that drive because the music was too loud, or it was so loud it was drowning out your thoughts. Silence is equally dangerous. Sometimes it depends. It can go against you. We've been answering that question wrong for years, decades, generations. We learned early, that needing something, feeling something, admitting something was the fastest way to lose the room. Can you imagine? That's crazy. So now it's time to get on the flip side, men. It's time to get on the flip side. You know, those walls that were built from generation to generation among our men, calling them strength, it's been a lie. It's been a glass house, and that glass house has been shattered, and it's shattered many men. And many of us have been living inside them ever since. Our men has been, because when I say us, what happens to men affects women and children. Right now it's about opening up. And this is a safe space. The Pit Stop Mental Health check-in and the Just Stop It show, it's a safe space for you to speak, not to speak your truth, but to be your authentic self. And to have sources of empowerment, whether it's a listening ear, whether it's valid information, whether it's linked to an agency, whether it has to link to the sources that you need. It's no one size fits all. So yeah, right now it's about real talk and being your real authentic self. That's what matters. That's what matters most. So yeah, and please, it's okay to be vulnerable with the right people who would definitely understand your vulnerability and not take advantage of your vulnerability. That part. Who say, hey, it's okay. It shows you're a real person. It shows you are in the moment, you know, and the real flex, you showing up. You are showing up, and you get help like that. You can get some help when you show up, when you're in the moment. And then you are able to share the right access with the right people. You can share your accessibility with the right people in the right way, even if it's but a little, just enough for you to be able to open up and feel like you are that somebody. You are that king. You're that prince. You're that human being. You're that other intelligent person. who is carrying too many bricks in their book bag. Too many weighty bricks of problems, your problems, other people's problems, other people who have no accountability, and they just put it on you. And that's from school to home to workplace to community. It's crazy. It's time for people to become accountable. And that's how the world works. That's how things work out. Accountability. Everybody, as my parents used to say, every pot standing on its own bottom. So yeah, again, bro, you good? Go to JTire Form 1 at YouTube and leave some information on how you're good, on how you have changed, on how you expect, how you can help other men to get rid of the load, the things that they have not been commissioned to do, the things that they have no business. It's not the assignment, on how to unload the bricks of worries, the bricks of lack of wisdom. Again, it's not your assignment. Who gave you that? Who told you you were assigned to be overwhelmed and overburdened and not valued, not cherished? Who told you that? Why did you accept that book bag full of tricks? Why did you accept that black baggage, that black box? And I guess some people's like, what's she talking about? Black box, black bag. I'm talking about the evidence behind, the impact behind it. When a crash happens, and the first thing you're looking for, the black box, because that has all the information before, during, and after on how the crash or the accident happened, the time. It's all documented. That black box is documents. I'm just paraphrasing. And now with black baggage, when I say black baggage, meaning that's a bag that has a lot of issues in it and solutions. However, it's not complete. That's just an adage, a metaphor used because that black baggage, it hasn't been fully handled. It's got a lot of missions in it. There's a lot of assignments in it, but it's incomplete. It's not done. It just comes. It's full of drama, with no solution, not enough solutions. So that's when your bag becomes heavier, your responsibility, and then your response, your perception, and your reception matters. You gotta go light. So, bro, you good? I'll be back with you at the Just Stop It show. But tonight is just the mental health check-in. Just checking in with you, concerned about you, our men, our phenomenal men, our amazing men. This is Men's Mental Health Month. Men's mental health awareness. We are aware of each other. We need to be more aware of each other with support. It's needless to say you're aware of something and you have no sources. There's no sources. So unload those things that don't belong to you. Unload them at the right time, the right way, with the right people. And be careful of access. Be careful of who you give your access to, who you give access to you. Because that can be a load. That can be a book bag full of bricks too. I'm just saying. So yeah, again, bro, you good? This is yours truly, the Grand Queen, coming at you. Listen, like and subscribe. Leave some valid information at Just Us at JTire Form 1 at YouTube. Also, yours truly, Grand Queen, at TikTok. It's simple, not basic. We love you like no other, as God does. Much love, joy, and peace. Next time.